Okay, I'm just making this video real quick. Warframe has started a fan contest. Basically, you get to choose the theme and there's like, they get to design the abilities, yada yada. Basically, it's a community created Warframe. And so I wanted to call attention to that because this is one where, like, okay, somebody's gonna get credit. Like, oh, okay, they'll choose this person's theme, and then later on, people would get to design the abilities. And there's like an artist that's gonna be chosen to. I think it's this guy, Yornhart or Yornheit. I don't know how to pronounce that, but there's like different phases. Selecting the final theme, I guess there'll be a vote. After the theme is chosen, the artist will design, and then all players from something about abilities. There was something on here about designing the abilities. Okay. Call for themes, vote for a theme. That guy will design the actual Warframe, like, physically. Community ability design, so yeah. And then Favin will design an alt helmet. And then it'll be revealed at TennoCon. So they're making it this big thing. But what about fan concepts they've already used and they just did it quietly? Like, they didn't make a big deal out of it. Like, oh yeah, we were inspired by this fan concept. And we didn't give credit or a shout out or nothing. And so that got me thinking, okay, well, when have they done that in the past where, like, it wasn't a big hullabaloo, but they admitted to taking inspiration? And so I looked it up, and I'd already heard tell that Zephyr was fan concept first, so I looked it up and I found this. This is an official DE developer, Grenier, who's DE. Shout out to, I will not even attempt to pronounce that, for inspiring the team to make Zephyr. And this is actually Liger Inuzuka. Like, this is his alternate names. This is, you could search his original Zephyr fan concept on the forums. And that's the name it'll be under, but that's Liger Inuzuka. That's the guy who designs the official deluxe skins for a lot of the Warframes in the game. He makes the best deluxe skins. He made Nidus Frike and the Atlas one and the Neja one, so... you know, he eventually went on to be in a more official role, but this is, he had a fan concept and he got credit because they literally said he inspired the team to make Zephyr. And Zephyr, that turned out to be like a girl Warframe that was not really anything like the fan concept. So, like, they took some real liberties there, but it was originally going to be like a male martial artist Warframe, and they just did not go that way at all. But, like, they inspired it, you know. It didn't go with his exact design. It was just the general idea that they took. And so if you've watched my previous video about Grendel, I mean, they didn't just take a vague idea. They took, like, some very specific details and copied it almost exactly. So everything from the Void Hole Stomach to the Oni theme to the signature weapon, the Masseter, which was... in the fan concept, just like a mace or whatever. So I'm about to create a new topic. I say DE should give credit to creators of fan concept they've already used. And I created this thread before, just this morning, and they just made it disappear. So I need to, like, record it just to say, hey, this actually exists. Submit topic. DE should give credit to creators of fan concepts they've already used. So I created this topic earlier today only for it to be completely poofed, removed, not closed, no message, no warning, just gone, which is suspicious behavior, really. I'm going to take a screenshot or record it. Obviously, I'm recording it now in case they try that again. Now on to the actual discussion, this contest, this community-designed Warframe thing. That's neat and all, but what about the fan concepts that have already been used? What about Warframes that have already been added to the game, which look suspiciously similar to fan concepts submitted on the forums, some of which were archived for years? Basically, all I'm asking for is credit where credit is due. It's not like in the past they haven't admitted to being inspired by a fan concept and actually gave credit to the fan concept creator. The guy who inspired Zephyr? Yeah, aka Liger Inuzuka, the guy who went on to make some of the best deluxe skins in the game. We love the guy. Now we've established fan concepts do in fact sometimes inspire what eventually becomes official Warframes. We've also established that sometimes credit is given. Now what I'm proposing is sometimes credit isn't given. Me personally, as someone who may be one of two people who at least partly inspired Grendel, I'd like a shout out. And honestly, even if they didn't see my fan concept, they definitely took inspiration from, I'm not going to attempt his name, Axe Roll of Tape, the Void Whirlpool on Stomach, the Mace, the Oni theme. At least one of us deserves acknowledgement. Like, there's no arguing. They at least took something from him. Like, maybe the similarities between, like, the abilities I suggested and Pulverize being word for word. I actually say that here. I said, although I feel like the abilities were closer to my fan concept, Pulverize was copied word for word, yada, yada, yada. And then I basically say how I'm going to be recording this and how I don't know if the mods have all gone home for the day yet, but I'd rather at least get evidence that this thread exists so I can point to it in the event they make it disappear again. And believe me, if they do make it disappear again, I will be making a follow-up video saying, hey, why don't they want this thread to exist? It almost feels like an admission of guilt to make it go away. Just saying. But, yeah, we know it now. We know that they actually do take inspiration from fan concepts, you know? Oh, this is from 2014. I made this post about the Time Warframe concept me and my friend made over Xmas. If you could look... Huh... A Time Chronomancer Warframe. Hold on. This was February 8th, 2014. When was Limbo released? No, not that Limbo. Update 15.0. August 24th, 2014. I doubt they made it in a year. I guess they must have already had it in the works. Or they made it really fast. I don't think so. But they eventually did go on to make Limbo, which is the Time Lord. He can literally stop time. Oh, to many people's chagrin, he is not good for cooperative play. Very powerful Warframe, though. Anyway, that's funny. So I just want to know how many other Warframes were based on fan concepts like this, and that people just did not officially get credit, you know? Because I think it's more than just Grendel. Some people have said that Nidus was actually based on a fan concept called Typhus or something, and I'm prone to believe it. Like, they change things, they do. But they take inspiration, and so, you know, it'd be nice for a shout out. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, that's just, it's official. They do, and they've admitted to it. And if, like, this tweet is, like, gone ever, here's also proof that this tweet was here, you know. This exists. This is an official DE Twitter. Lead designer gave credit, so... So, you know, This may be the first contest where they have a community-designed Warframe, but it's not the first time they took a design from the community member and made it an actual Warframe. This is not the first. It's just the first publicly acknowledged one that has a lot of hullabaloo surrounding it. I think apparently weapons, there's also been contests for fan-designed weapons too, and enemies. And I've heard somebody say that even Clem was a fan-designed NPC, which I did not know previously. I did not know that prior to today. Everybody loves Clem. He's become like a mascot of sorts. So, I don't know. If not me, then at the very least, you know, the guy who made Oni the Gluttonous. I still have that bookmarked, I believe. Yeah. I mean, they owe one of us a shout out, that's for sure. Anyway, gonna end the recording here. Actually, let me try to go into the game and see if the recording continues. Because last time I wasn't sure how that would work.
New strength creates new weakness. Pupil, can you balance these opposing forces?
Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Well, there you have it.